Hello, we're back with UTBK preparation class for 12th grader SMA and Banua Kalsel. Now we're gonna talk about preparatory it. How to use it in preparatory way. Introduction. It used to put longer and complex structure at the end of sentence. Put infinitive subject to the end. And it also called as end waiting. Why that's it called as end waiting? Because it changed the sentence by putting longer or complex structure or the weight of the sentence to the end of the sentence. Preparatory it can be divided into it as subject and it as object. As subject, we use it if the subject is an infinitive and the subject is clause. If you don't change it into preparatory it, the sentence itself will be long and it kind of boring to read. It can be boring to read, sorry. Now, how if the subject is in infinitive? Example, to eat oily fish is very healthy. This is a sentence, of course, but it's too heavy on the first part of the sentence. It has infinitive as subject, to eat as a subject. If you don't be careful, we can lose the meaning of the sentence itself. Yeah, infinitive, and it will be more natural if we change it into it is very healthy to eat oily fish. So it is the preparatory and to eat is the infinitive. Okay, it's more natural and it's easier to be understood. Other example, it has been a pleasure to see you again. It here is preparatory and then to see here is the infinitive. So we can see the pattern. Yeah, it to be adjective, noun if it has noun, and plus infinitive. Next, how if the subject is a clause? Example, this is the subject. This long is a subject and it is clause. That you have met Tom before, it is unlikely. Yeah, it's kind of weird to hear, right? It will be more natural if we change it and put it to the front of the sentence and the weight of the sentence to the back. So it is unlikely that you have met Tom before. Next, it was irritating how much she depended on Instagram. It here is preparatory and this is the clause. The pattern is it plus be plus adjective plus clause. Please don't mind this is a typo. And now, just find 3 examples in the text of preparatory it followed by clause, and 3 examples of preparatory it followed by infinitive expressions. I give you 1. Okay, here. It was fortunate that he was discovered shortly afterwards. This is the example of preparatory it followed by a clause. Next, preparatory it as object. It can be used as if the object is an infinitive, the object is clause, and it is followed with ing form. The first and the second function if the object is an infinitive or clause. Example, to work with him, I found it difficult. Okay, To work with him is the infinitive form, and this is the first clause, or this object. Oh, sorry, the object is here, it. Here is the object. Infinitive, and more natural if you change it into I found it difficult to work with him. So it here it have the same meaning with this one, to work with him. So what is difficult? The difficult part is working with him. Next, the pattern. Okay, first the sentence first. The instructions will make it clear where you are supposed to go. This is the example of if you use if as the object and followed by a clause. Yeah, this is the preparatory and this is the clause. Yeah, the pattern is subject plus verb plus it, adjective, infinitive, or clause. Third function, if the preparatory it used with ing form. Example, I found it interesting listening to his speech. So, it refers to listening to his speech. Yeah, preparatory and gerund. The pattern is subject, verb, it, adjective, and verb end. And this is the answer of the first quiz. Okay, thank you all. I hope you will understand it well.